Hello everyone, it's Peace Daddy. I am here to talk to you today about activity number 8. This is activity number 8 in our unit called Mixtures and Solutions. Today in your science notebook, you are going to write down solid, liquid, and gas. That is the name of our activity today, solid, liquid, and gas. Those are probably some terms that are familiar to you. So our card today says that the materials you're going to need are 3 jars. You need a marble, and you're going to need some water and some labels, and the labels say solid, liquid, and gas. So in one of my jars, I have a marble, and in one of them I have some water, and I colored it blue so that you could see that there was something in there. And then in the last glass, there's nothing. Well, actually there is something in there, right? A gas is in there because we know that air is inside of my glass there. So I'm gonna label these solid, because that one's my solid. This one, I'm gonna label it liquid. And then this one is labeled a gas. And what we need to start to think about when we think about solids and liquids and gases is the little tiny particles that are inside of the solids, liquids, and gases. So we're talking about the atoms that make up the solids, liquids, and gases. So one of the questions that I want you to start to ask yourself is, if I put a solid or a liquid into a container or a gas, what happens to the volume? Does the volume of my gas change when I put it into a new container, or does it stay the same? Does the volume of my liquid change when I put it into a new container, or does it stay the same? And does the volume of a solid change when it's placed inside of a different shaped container, or does it stay the same? So I want you to start to think about those types of questions. Volume is one of the things I want you to think about. I also want you to think about the shape of a solid, liquid, or gas. When you put a solid, liquid, or gas into a new container, does it keep its shape or does it change its shape? So be thinking about volume and be thinking about shape. Another thing that you could be thinking about is the movement of those little particles, the atoms that make up a solid or a liquid or a gas. Do they move fast or do they move slow? Okay, so be thinking about that. And the last thing is the spacing. How are those little particles that we can't even see, but we know they're there, how are they spaced in a solid? Are they close together or are they far apart? Are they close together in a liquid or not? And what about in a gas? Okay, what is the spacing like in those 3 different types of matter? So again, this has been lesson number 8. And on the back of the card, we always read the statement. And on the back it says the marble is a solid, the water is a liquid, and the air that is inside of the glass is a gas, G-A-S-S. And we're gonna be thinking about the volume, the shape, the movement, and the spacing. Those are the really important parts that we think about as 5th graders in a Montessori classroom. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.